Hi, I'm Tyson Franklin and welcome to this week's video. Today I want to talk about a small part of the patient journey. So when you think of the patient journey, there's a lot of things that can happen way before the patient ever meets the podiatrist or meets anybody in the podiatry team. And that's the part I'm just going to touch on. Now, there's a whole pile of aspects, and some of the talks that I've done, there's about 30 different things you can go through where there's a number of things where you could actually lose a patient. I'm not going to go through all of those, but what I am going to talk about is what will the patients learn about you online before they actually come and see you as their podiatrist. And there's three parts to this whole online presence. The first part is your website. Do you have a website strategy? Do you have a plan in place of making sure that the website is updated on a regular basis, that the content that you're putting on there is relevant to what's happening with your business and with your team? I've gone to some people's websites and I have a look at the team members, and some of those people had left 18 months, 2 years ago, and they're now working somewhere else. I've seen photos of the people that own the business that are like 20 years old. You go, seriously, you don't have that color hair anymore. In fact, you don't have hair. You're very similar to me. So these sort of things have got to be looked at. They've got to be updated. This should be part of your website strategy. If someone comes to your website and it looks old, it looks outdated, the photos of the people who work there don't really match who it is they're going to meet, this all affects your reputation. The other parts is sometimes I've said to podiatrists, oh, I take it your website went up on the 5th of February 2022. And they go, yeah, how did you know that? And I go, because there's 5 blog articles there and they're all got the same date and there's nothing been added since. Or it'll be under latest news. And the latest news was in 2022. So just be aware of that. You need to have a website strategy. Things need to be relevant, updated, photos need to be updated, team needs to be updated. There's a number of other things. Now, before I get on the second thing, if you're enjoying this video so far, please click the thumbs up button so people know that you liked this video. And if you haven't subscribed already, please hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so you'll know when these videos come out. Second thing I want to talk about is, do you have a social media strategy? And it's the same thing. There's a number of platforms that you can be on. You need to look at those platforms, but you need to be aware of where your current best patients are coming from. What platforms are they on? Because if they're on those platforms, then chances are there's going to be more patients like them that are going to be on the same platform. Now, you need to have a strategy in place on what is it you're posting on those particular platforms. And are you posting something once a week? Are you posting something every day? Are you posting multiple things per day? Do you have a theme that you follow? That on Monday you talk about a certain thing, on a Wednesday you talk about something else, on Friday you talk about something else. Whatever it is you're going to talk about, there needs to be a strategy behind it. And you need to look at a lot of your posts and do they follow your brand? And this is why sometimes when you just outsource it to another company to just do all your social media for you, sometimes they miss what your brand is all about. So just make sure anything that you're posting, especially photos, something that you've put together, your logo's got to be in that photo. So if somebody else goes to use it, at least they've got to try and crop out your logo and your business name from that particular picture. But really think about it. I've seen some really, really good Instagram pages where there might be a particular color and they try to bring that color into every picture that they post or every post that they do. And it just makes everything look a little bit more uniform and more trustworthy. Because this is what we're trying to do. You're talking about your website, you're talking about your social media presence, is you want people to think you're trustworthy. The other thing too is if your social media pages, if you're not putting anything on there, there'd be a lot of patients, and I do the same thing myself. If I hear about a business, it could be a restaurant, could be another service I want to use, I will normally go on Facebook first to see, do they have a presence there? And if they've got a page and it is really outdated, nothing new has been added, I start to wonder, is that business still a viable business? Is it the sort of business I want to go to? So if you have a social media presence, make sure you have a strategy behind it that is updating things on a regular basis. Now, the third thing that I want to mention about what will your patients learn about you before their appointment is, what is Google saying about you? Now, I'm not talking about your Google ads. That's a different thing altogether. What is Google actually saying about you? Have you Googled your business? Have you Googled your name? And you should look through that and see what is it actually saying about you. And if there's anything there that's not accurate, you need to get that fixed up. And with Google too, when you're looking at your business profile, is make sure that you're adding information there on a regular basis as well. Now, I know sometimes it can get really hard and can be difficult to updating your website, updating your social media platforms, having a strategy behind all that, having a strategy behind your Google business profile. But these are all worthwhile doing. And if you don't have the time to do it, you should have somebody in your team that can actually put some time and effort into making sure, well, one, you talk with them, create the strategy, but then make sure there's something in place to make sure it's actually happening. So in conclusion, just remember, website, social media pages, and your Google business profile is, do you have a strategy behind them? If you don't, sit down, create a strategy, and then look at what time you actually have available and what you're going to post, when you're going to post it, and try and keep some regular occurrence to this. Have a schedule set up, because like I said, your patients are going to be stalking you when you're asleep at night. And when they are stalking you, what are they going to find? What are they going to find in your website? What are they going to find in your social media pages? What are they going to find if they're looking at your business or your Google business profile? And those three things can make a patient think, I've made the right decision here, or make them think, oh, geez, have I made the right decision? Because they then might start looking at another business that provides a similar service. And they may decide to go there and cancel their appointment with you, or just decide to no longer go to your particular business. So keep that all in mind. Have a strategy for your website, your social media, and your Google business profile. Okay, I hope you get something from that, and I hope you take note. I hope you actually apply this. And like I said, if you're enjoying these videos, please tell your friends these videos exist. Give it a thumbs up if you really enjoyed it, and always love your feedback. There's a comment section. Give me a comment on what you thought about this particular video. Okay, I will talk to you later. Bye.